Divine Feminine, how you doing? So I thought I'd go back to doing a few of these. So what you can see up on the screen, up on here, is we're going to look at your work and your money. Then we'll look at love life and then family situations that might be going on around karmic family situations. That can also represent like divorcing and stuff like that. And then we'll also look at spiritual stuff that you guys might be doing. And then we'll clarify them with what's in the news deck and tell you anything else that's coming up. So let's have a look. So for the Divine Feminine, what is going, if I'm looking up here, it's because I'm looking at my screen. So work and money. So for the Divine Feminine, what is going on around their work and their finances, please? So, Three of Cups, you might get some good news around your work. You might be going for a promotion or something like that, talking to someone about like a higher position at work, some kind of clients, if you're doing like, you know, tarot card readings, personal ones, private ones, whichever way it is. This is kind of something that's really working out for you here, making you feel really good. There's something that you want to tell someone about that I got my first client or my second client or third. But yeah, doing spiritual work basically. So if there is like work and money, if it isn't clients and you work somewhere else, then obviously this is like I'm going for a promotion and I'm really hoping to get it and I could get word doing so. I always believe that you have to have action to get what you want instead of waiting for it. So if any of you are looking for more money or more like some good news, if you're going forward actually doing that and waiting for that kind of news, this could really be good news. Okay. Could be around maybe a Piscean or a life path 3 maybe. Let's see, work and money. What is going on with the Divine Feminine's work and money? So you get a 2 here for a lot of you. So it feels like a lot of you are wanting a promotion or something like, or more money, but you're trying to think of ideas that might come along that you could do to bring in more revenue. Okay. So if you're waiting and you're kind of like, look, I'm waiting for a promotion, I'm waiting for some more money, and I've got an idea and I've put it forward to someone, this is kind of like you waiting. I always say don't wait. I always say check. Okay. But like, or Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic also, something that's going out in the public, some good news, could be marriage, commitment. Let's see, what's going on around the Divine Feminine's work and money, please. Say you pick up a 5 of Cups. It's a very difficult one then, Divine Feminine, if we go down and actually have a look, because what you've kind of got is this really wanting something but waiting for it and don't know if I'm getting it. But for a lot of you, like I said, you're not acting upon getting it. You know, I always believe that, you know, if I was going for a promotion somewhere, I always believe in that, you know, you get what you go towards and get, right? So it feels like that there's no communication here. This here is more than likely hoping that things work out more, okay? And the 5 of Cups is either it didn't quite work out the way that I wanted it to at work, or I'm, you know, like just hoping the fact that it does, but I don't know. Or I have found out that I didn't get the position. Okay. Now, as there is no money here, for a lot of you might be really suffering around, because I'm looking at work for a start, by the way. So like at work, if you're looking for a promotion, okay, or some more hours or more work, it feels like that you've either one, been turned down, okay, or think or feel that you're going to be turned down and that you just can't be bothered to even act upon it here. Okay, I don't mean it in a bad way, but I'm just not seeing any action here. I'm just seeing Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, but like just sort of like waiting on something, right? Some news around work. Now, it might be the fact that your partner works away quite a lot of the times, which is the 2 of Wands, and you're actually in a partnership, you're in union, and you are together as a soulmate, okay, but there is distance between you and your soulmate with working, which means that I can't see you today or tomorrow. You know, we're having a bit of a break, we're not actually seeing each other, and, you know, sort of like together but separated, where you're not actually living together, but your partner works away and one of you or both of you miss each other until you get to come back together again. So that would be putting the pieces back like Humpty Dumpty, really. So but yeah, I'm definitely picking up for you guys that are like together in a soulmate situation around your love life of soulmate. If you are and you work in different places, or a place or a fish, life path 3, Pisces, if I say place, you say cod, haddock, fish, Pisces, right, reeling it in. So some of you might work apart from one another and you just miss each other and you're waiting to be able to see one another, right? So when we look at money, okay, money, if there is lack of money and there's no jobs and stuff like that, and I'm really finding it very difficult in order to be able to live at the moment financially, this can actually be financially struggling, is the Five of Cups. It's that hoping, to be honest with you, it's a bit like this, right? I'm hoping that this, where everyone's going to smash the like button and they're going to do better than my star signs have been doing, right? Please make sure you smash that like button, guys. But say I put this video out and then it doesn't do very well at all, right? Say that, Five of Cups, right? Hoping that it's going to work, waiting for it to work, and it doesn't, right? It's like that, right? And that's, unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it is. So that could be around finances and money, hoping that something works, trying to put in the effort. See, some of you might be different, where you're actually not putting in that action to get any more, which means that, you know, if I want more money, I've got to do more work or find a second job or a third job, right? I do 3 jobs and it still isn't bringing in enough, right? I'm trying my best and I'm really hoping that I'm going to get promotion, but I'm possibly not going to. So I need to think of a strategy of what I can do to put myself in front of someone that's going to help out, right? So meaning I need to go to the promotion, I've got to go to the office, find out if I've got it or not. And if I haven't even asked, then I need to ask to find out, okay? So that's about finances, work. Finances, you might really be struggling here at the moment, okay? So let's have a look. So let's have a look at the Divine Feminine's love life. These will be clarified by a different deck. Let's have a look at the Divine Feminine's love life. Excuse me a moment. Hello. Divine Feminine's love life. Let's see. So what's going on around your love life, Divine Feminine? Well, you've got a lot of 2 energies here, trying to decide between swipe left, swipe right, someone old that it really isn't working out. So what I'm going to do is, where the finances and the money are, okay, that's your message. Once the messages are done, I'm going to relate this to your love life of what's on this side, right? So you can do that in tarot if you kind of, you know, if you understand it. But like, okay, so love life. Trying to decide between past or future. Okay, future, there's a possibility and I'm looking somewhere else. Past isn't really working out for some of you. Like if you're like, you know, I've tried, you know, contacting with the karmic energy and it just isn't working, and they're with someone else, or, you know, we separated and we've argued and we've not really got on and the energy just didn't mix, we haven't got the chemistry. This energy here in your love life is saying, do I still stay contracted to this person that will not, you know, like an Adam and Eve kind of energy, or a Steve or Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, but like Gemini or Capricorn, right? Like, did it work out or will it not work out? Do I want to keep replaying this energy of like seeing you and then I feel good, and then when you've gone I don't? When I'm with you I feel great, and then when you're gone I feel drained, right? Because you could be on the chasing and the running. When I'm around your energy I feel really good. When your energy is gone and you're gone, I don't. I just start thinking about when am I going to see you next. So some of you have been doing that for quite a while with the divine masculine energy that could be karmic. Well, everybody's karmic, but like with a karmic energy where it hasn't worked out, and because it hasn't, oh God, I'm just making sure that my audio is recording, sorry. Because it didn't work out and it hasn't, now you're kind of thinking, well, what do I do? Okay, because I did feel good and now they're gone, I feel bad, and now I'm back at 2 of Pentacles thinking, well, it was good for 1 minute, but then 1 minute it wasn't, and then it is, and then it isn't, and then it is, and it's like a roller coaster of emotions that you've been going through with like a karma. Because when you wake up, you see, when you're on your spiritual journey, you wake up, it's called a karmic awakening. I don't know if everybody ever informs you of that. A spiritual awakening is not great. When you're basically twin flaming it, right? Or divine feminine and masculine, your karmic awakening. It's a karmic awakening. So if it's perfect and it's lovely and amigami and great, then you don't have the same calling as other people. If you're having an awakening with the karmic energy where you just can't seem to find the chemistry and you can't seem to match each other's, you know, I want to say vibration, but their chart and numerology, right? Sagittarius, Taurus, possible life path 5, conflicted with energies of like 4, which be Scorpio, Aries, life path 4, life path 5, right? Feeling, you know, just like it's just not working out. You know, what do I do? So around your love life, some of you might be considering maybe not doing what you've done before in the past and actually considering moving on, and that there might be someone else. But for some of you, I think that there's someone else that you are, or Elsie or Ellie, or anybody's got like E or M in their name. But like some of you, you might be considering someone else, but the someone else that you're considering is with someone else. Do you get what I'm saying? Like some of you are dealing with like a person that is just not committing to you, and they're not kind of, you know, pulling their weight, you know, they're working all the time. You don't really get to see them much, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You're not living together. It's more like a long distant relationship. Okay. And then on this side, when it comes to your love life, you're like, well, do I still stay contracted to that person? Or do I am I interested in another one? But the other one that I'm interested in happens to be with another person already. And that brings the 3 and the 5 and now the 2s of like, well, what do I choose? Okay, the new person that I want to be with that I can't be with because they're with someone. Okay, this is looking into the depth of it here, right? So as it stands, Karmic X not working out, not vibing very well, not getting on, they work away, we don't get to see each other very much, blah, 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 same story, right? Okay, Morning Glory, someone from Manchester, Liam or Noel, or anybody's got L in their name, or N or M. Okay, so you've got this, so can't really do that, and now I don't know what to do. So then we go back to the deeper vision of this being you. I've finished with my ex and I really don't know what to do. And now the other person, which is on this side that I want to choose, is actually with someone at the moment, and they don't even want to be with that person, and they're trying to leave. Because this can be, you see, when you look at, like, if you don't already know this person, when you look at soul group interaction, if you ever meet someone new, the chances are that they've just come out of a relationship, or the fact that they're single or coming out of something, right? So when you're looking at the depth of this here, this is someone that may be with someone that doesn't want to be with this person, and they're going through the same mirror energy as what you are karmically with their karmic. With their karmic, they're kind of going through the mustard and the custody case and the court case, trying to get divorced, separated, if not married, because Libra is a 2 energy, means commitment or relationship. So it can mean divorcing, separating. I'm involved with that. I have to wait for them to get divorced. Now I don't know what I'm doing because I have to wait for them to find out what they are doing. And if they're not married, they could already be committed. And now I don't know because I could be single, waiting for this person to finish, waiting for this person to actually finish with the other person that they're not getting on with. Okay. Now I don't mean you guys that are watching this. Everybody that watches tarot gets so tetchy because they think that I'm talking about a cross-watcher or something. No. The person that doesn't watch tarot card readings is the person that you are dealing with that doesn't watch what you're watching now, right? So I'm never talking about whoever here, or Trevor, or Tracy, or Trigger, or Tanya, or anybody's got T in the name, or someone from Great Britain, okay, or Britannia, okay, or Tanya, Tyler, Tarot, you're doing tarot and so on and so forth, right? Probably like pulling cards on this person, so on and so forth, but they're waiting to get out of something that they don't want to be in. They don't really want to be in this circumstance either, but they're still sticking in there to and wait for something to change, or waiting to get out of it, which means separating. Okay, 2 means separating. So on this side of your love life, you could be waiting for this person to separate, so then you get more of an idea of what's going on in your actual love life, right? Now I'm going cold, so I think I'm kind of like ish there, okay? So there's your work and finances. That's your love life energy that seems to be like mixtured with theirs and yours, because your energy is merging with a good energy, but also merging with an energy that isn't so good, that's making you think, now what do I do? Okay, I'm choosing a path of my past or my future, but if it's my future, I have to wait. Okay, Marie, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julia, Justin, Jasmine, Jack. Okay, so love life, divine feminine. What is going on with the divine feminine, please, for their love life? The divine feminine and their love life. Some of you really are pulling tarot cards because the 8 popped over. Eight of Pentacles. So you might be pulling cards. It's kind of like you're working on something here, but this is still, I need to talk to you about something, and you might still be interacting with a future partner and an ex, or they might, because this can be what a lot of old tarot card readers say, the bitch that's stopping him from leaving her. Right? No, because if you're going to blame, you're going to get more of this. If you're going to blame other people for your third party circumstance, you're going to get more of this, because it comes back around to hell, right? Which means that you will lose the energy because you'll be blaming other people. And then I'm not going to go into karmic energy there, but it's up to you how you see it and what you believe in. But the Queen of Swords within your love life could be a very difficult energy of this other woman, and they're waiting to actually finish with this woman. You see, they could be like, look, I'm going to have to break up with her because I don't get on. It's very cutting, but I don't know how to tell her that I always have to go up here, guys, because of the ring lights that are kind of all focused in. But like, I don't know how to tell her that, you know, him or her, that I need to break up, that I want to be with you, or I want to be with them. Mel C. Okay, Mel, anybody's got M in their name or C in their name. But like, I don't want to break this up, and I don't want to break you up, and that isn't my intention. I don't want, nobody should want to break a person up, right, guys? It's obvious. People do get hurt, but no one should really want a person to break up really that much, because if you are, you've got a lot to learn about your own self-worth, because if you're really wanting and blaming another person for what you are involved in spiritually, trust me, Saturn comes back to you where you end up feeling really lonely and down and on my own, that things didn't work out the way I thought it was, because it's a karmic awakening, right? So it'll teach you about projection of blame, and that's big. Okay, that's a big lesson to learn, that one, because it can take a long time, right? So you've got this energy where he or she might be trying to end a relationship that they're in, but you might be wanting to find out, is there any change yet? Have you finished with her or him yet? Are you still contacting each other? You know, what is going on in your relationship? Have you decided to break yourself free and cut yourself free from this yet? Okay, people can't cut cords, right? You might believe it, and you can try as many years as you like to keep trying that, but then come back to me in a few years' time and let me know that it didn't work, right? You can't cut an invisible cord. An umbilical one, if you're pregnant, yes, right? But you can't cut a karmic cord. That's your awakening. You can't run from karmic energy. You can't run from what you can't see, right? You can just feel it, but you can't run from it, because you'll feel it everywhere. You're an empath. You're learning to be empathic, to feel energy and navigate yourself through it, right? If you try to avoid cutting that, you'll just feel worse, right? So my advice would be try and believe in all that shit, right? So it's kind of like, you know, have you decided yet to cut yourself free from this person so we can be together, right? And that might be a discussion that's going on between two people that might be indicative with each other, that are finding out what's going on with her, what's going on with him, right? So, love life for the divine feminine. Ace of Wands, because you're passionate. You see, you've kind of got this, like, I would sleep with you, like, I'm kind of starting to feel like I shouldn't feel this way, but I can't help but starting to feel this way. Like, I'm starting to feel passionate about you in ways that I probably shouldn't, but I am. Like, I can't help that. And that isn't your fault. No one's fault. Spirit, sorry if I knocked the microphone. Spirit puts connections together. Human beings accept the contract or reject the contract, right? Y'all get that? So a spirit puts together a contract, like the Eight of Wands. You either accept it once the contract is there, or you disagree and you say no, right? So it's never anybody's fault with the contract that they receive from a spirit, because they're putting it together for you to learn, right? So the Ace of Wands is, I'm starting to feel something for you that may not be for my or your best interest, but I can't help but start to feel that way about you. Right. This is thinking about you passionately, probably rubbing or knocking one out, right? Right. But like, it's also, I'm starting to, the more I talk to you and the more I get to see you and the more I feel your energy. See, you only feel passionate energy when each other talks about their feelings for one another, right? Y'all been through that? I've been through 8 twin flame connections, right? And then karmic connections. But what I've found is that when you interact with a person, when you actually tell each other that, you know what, I really do like you and I really do feel something for you, and it's returned by the other person that responds of like, you know what, I do you as well, right? That is when that goes bam, and that spark hits you like I just did the microphone, right? Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, right? When you start talking and start interacting, and then you start talking about your feelings, is when that contract starts to give you heat. When you start to feel that, oh shit, I can really feel you in my energy, right? Here. When there's a discussion about that, you have to have discussion about how you feel about each other. When you do, that spirit thinking, so you do actually like each other, right? Yeah, I can't deny it, we do, right? Spiritual connection takes a hold. You've agreed to the contract because you've told each other how you feel. If that goes bad later, that is the scenario here of what happened in the past, right? In the past, this is what happened in the past, right? To people that were in circumstances where that same thing happened that's happening now. In the past, that's what happened. This is how it went. So this is showing you a past, present, and future energy. If you do get with this new person, I'm not trying to kibosh it. I'm just saying always be aware that what happens in the past when a contract is drawn up, this can still happen where you come back and you're like, shit, I've met someone new and now this is happening, right? Ask the people that have been around the block like Jenny, right? But, ask people that have gone through quite a few connections with people and it's always turned out the same way, right? Here. So you get what I'm saying. Past, present, future. Old contract, didn't work out. New contract there. Future, don't know yet. Could be a cycle. Okay. Round and around we go. New person, come back in a year or two or next month if it goes bad. Watch the same reading. Shit. I'm now in this circumstance where they are now in this circumstance. So, family. What is going on with the divine feminine's family situations? And then we'll look at your spiritual one, right? So what is going on with the divine feminine's family situation? So around your family, oh dear, yeah, there's some of you live around a lot of energy of mum, or they do, and they're finding it very difficult and feeling suffocated by the fact that they just can't, you've got these two in reverse here, right? This is in my family sector of my home. I need a break. I need to get out. I need to clear my thoughts or clear. I need to think about things. I need to be on my own. But if this person is in this circumstance where I'm like, I just want to be on my own. Please stop talking to me. Stop asking me so many questions, right? I just really need to be on my own. This person could be a mother, okay, at home, and they're at home on their own, but life isn't just it's not working out so well for them here because they're looking for opportunities where they're not being accepted. This is being rejected and because it could relate to, stop fucking about here. It could relate to this energy, you see. This could, when I say family, that'll be a 6 of Cups. So this can be this is going on with me. I'm a single mum. I'm on my own. I had a child with someone, or they've got a wife and stuff. This is a mum. Okay. And so on and so forth. I live with my mum and I need a break away from it because there's too many family members around me. I'm a single mother and I got kids, say, and my kids around me all the time and I can't fucking think straight and we're not talking with one another. We're at a distance from one another. I still feel passionately about, this is another story, by the way. I still feel passionate about them, but we've blocked each other out. They're at a distance. I'm hoping that we can talk and that I can try and rectify this. But at the moment, they're not talking about their feelings. They're not divulging. They're pretty much where I'm really trying to get out of this bind, but I can't. I don't want to be in this circumstance, but I can't help it. I'm struggling as a mother because my family situation where nobody respects me at all and they just avoid me. they just avoid me. It feels like that I'm the center of, like, right in the middle of a house and a home, and everybody basically just walks around me as if I'm not even fucking here. And they go upstairs and they do whatever they do and whatnot, and I just get home from work and I'm stuck here, and everybody just seems to, like, walk around me as if I'm not here. Or I try to talk to you, but it's like you act as if I'm not even fucking here, and I'm not even your mum, and you don't respect me at all. And every time I try to ask you to do something, you're like, pick this up, can you pick that up, can you clean up, can you go and fetch something for me, because I'm fucking exhausted and I've just got home from work and whatnot. And you don't pick up the trash, you don't take out the trash, you don't do anything. Hello. I think my camera's got ADD. It follows the faces, sorry. But, like, you know, you don't pick up the trash, you don't do anything around the house, you don't pick up after yourself, you don't clean up, you don't wash up, you don't do anything. I'm a single mum on my own. You avoid me at every moment. Every time I talk to you or try to talk to you, do I feel as if you're just avoiding me and rejecting everything that I say to you, and that you can't be bothered to listen and stand still long enough just to fucking, you know, not try to, like, walk out your room and avoid me at all costs, right? That's what seems to be going on around single mothers, and also around your family, if that's how it is. And if it isn't, it can be the other person, or it's just a message for people that are going through that, right? Sorry, there's someone at the door. So let's have a look at your spiritual reading. So what is going on with the divine feminine and their spiritual side? What is going on around their spiritual calling for the divine feminine? How does that look? So Three of Pentacles, very good. This is sort of like teaching, learning, studying, esoteric stuff, you know, psychology, whatever you're into, astrology. Mine is numerology, and I've always been a numerologist. But, you know, this is like, you know, astrology, hopefully for a lot of you, not numerology, but, you know, it's like astrology, so on and so forth, right? Me, that's a Pisces because it's 3. But again, this is like teaching someone, learning something from another one, hopefully not copying it from what you've learned from someone, to, you know, because it can be copying. But again, this is like learning something, studying something, going to college, school, whatever it is that you're doing spiritual. This can be working spiritually. Okay, this would also be doing it legally, not illegally, because this means tax office, which means I've got to go to the tax office and I've got to declare it as money that I'm earning. So if I'm earning money spiritually, being cash in hand, it's either cash in hand and I'm doing it illegally because it isn't enough, granted, or it is way above and I can't hide it anymore and I'm going to have to class it as an actual business. If you have a business, you've got to class it with a tax office to say that it's a business. If you're not earning any money from the business, you're still going to have to pay a tax attorney to see what you've done throughout your business. If you haven't earned any, then there's no point. Okay, so I had to do this when I first started this channel. Okay, I ran it for about a year or so, and then when I started earning money, I had to declare it, right? So I had to go to the tax office, and then eventually it got backdated when I'd earned enough, right? Because you can earn so much. You can earn, I don't know what it is in different countries. Here, I think it's about 12,000 per year before you get taxed, right? So this would be declaring things that I'm earning spiritually. If it isn't enough, then this is basically just going around door to door, collecting some cash, a little bit of extra pocket money, blah, 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 right? But that's like all, you know, astrology, doing readings and stuff and so on and so forth. So, but there's also, like I said, it's learning about these energies that you see on the table, guys. It's understanding it, because you can't learn anything without doing it, right? Practice makes perfect. You're not going to get any good at anything without practicing it, and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing and doing it, like, with your fucking eyes closed right here. So, like, you know, there's an element of, like, just practicing and practicing and practicing and doing it and doing it and doing it. Okay. Now, this is what you are also learning, because you don't have to be a tarot card reader or an astrology in order to learn anything spiritually. All you have to do is what you are doing now. Okay. To learn anything spiritually, you have to be in third-party situations. 1, 3 there, 3 there, 5 of cups, basically 3, right? You have to be in these circumstances to learn about being an empath. That is the one thing that you learn 100% when you are connected as a karmic person. You learn about energy because you learn, how does it feel? Okay, how do I navigate from the dark when it connects with my light? How do I feel during those times? Bad? So then I realize that the darkness is actually contracting with my lightness. I feel lightheaded and I can't think and I can't fucking hell, I'm contracting with a virus of a karmic energy. So how do I deal with that? How do I navigate my through? What am I learning? What am I studying? How is it working? Did this work? No. Did that work? No. Try this then. Try that. Okay. So a trimester. Maybe I'm also hearing a trimester. So let's see. Auras, oh, okay. I don't want to go down that road, what I heard there. Okay, so let's see. Spiritual, any other spiritual stuff going on with the divine feminine, please? So you get another 3, guys. So spiritually, you are in a third party here. And then, yeah. So feeling lost. Let's go down to the table and have a quick gander. So, yeah, it feels like a lot of you here, there's this spiritual third party, 1, 2, 3. So you are learning spiritually. You are learning, regardless of whether you like it or whether you don't like it. But this is, the dark night of the soul. This is being contracted with oil and light. Oil and water do not mix. Fire and water do not mix. Earth and earth mix. Okay. But depending on one's chart, and I mean, that's what I teach right here. So when you're looking at elements, if you're looking at fire and water doesn't mix, fire and oil don't mix, air and oil mix quite well, okay, because it doesn't really do much. You throw a load of oil up in the air and it just comes back down, right, in the same form as what it was. Right? But when you look at change and things like that, you look at water of Scorpio and things, right? So you look at 4s and 5s. Don't worry about it, but that's how I teach. But this is trying to guide myself through this situation spiritually, because I'm connecting with a darker energy that does not vibe well with me. So I have to navigate myself through this and keep going through it and through it and through it and through it and through it until I understand about my emotions being more stable. When my emotions are stable, they can then go unstable and then stable and then unstable and then stable. And through all of this is where you're learning about what it feels like to be an actual empath and what it actually feels like to be a light worker. Light workers don't go around bless you, my child, I'm a light worker, and telling everybody. No. A light worker is what puts themselves in these circumstances here, okay, and not knowing spiritually that I'm in this, and then I'm in this, and then I'm here, and then I'm here, and then in the past I was here, but now I'm here, and now I'm here, and now I'm navigating myself through all of these situations that go on around court, family, spiritual connections, learning about an empath. How do I understand about being an empath? Connect with an energy. Connect with an energy. What do I learn? Energy. What about theirs and my energy, about everyone else's? Is it me or is it someone else doing it? They're doing witchcraft. No, they're not. Okay, you're learning about the dark energy that is around you that makes you fear and get paranoid and at a low vibration for spiritual attack. Okay, that just means that your thoughts are creating a 9. Are they doing witchcraft? Are they doing all of this? Paranoia, schizophrenia, hearing things, seeing things, okay, connecting with the lower vibration of a spirit, okay. When you're higher and you are lighter, you don't get affected by it, okay. But that's just ascension. So at the moment, some of you are navigating yourself through this spiritually, okay. So, sorry, because that's really distracting me out there at the moment. So let's have a look at what's in the news, where it is around your work and money. For what's in the news for divine feminine, what's in the news. So you are getting protect yourself, pulling. Can you keep it down a sec? I'm trying to work. Then it's like deaf people talking to deaf people. It's crazy. So putting yourself back together again here. So again, around your work and money, this is basically also the love energy, but it's also trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do, and is this going to work or is it going to work, and how do I pay my bills and my finances. This person here also thinks that their left arm is missing or their right arm is missing, okay, because it's been chopped off. So I feel like I've lost my other half, right? My other half, marriage, commitment, children, family, you know, my other half is not here anymore, they're missing, so on and so forth, right? So that seems to be going on around your work and money, but it seems to be more love energy. So what is going on around the Divine Feminine's love life? You can't hear that because the microphone has a noise cancelling. What is going on around Divine Feminine's love life? Had enough. I mean, it kind of says what it does on the tin, Derek. Do you know what I mean, Dave? Right, so, you know, around your love life, you've had enough, right? I can't take it anymore. I don't know what to do. I've had enough, which is obvious, right? I got my head in my hands thinking, what the hell do I do next? Right, I really don't know. I can't think straight. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's really annoying me. This karmic won't do this. This karmic won't do that. He's not leaving her. She's not leaving him. Stuck in the same circumstances, right? So what's going on around family is he's happy with someone else. Oh dear. So that really does kind of bring in that third party energy just to make this a very difficult reading for you guys, right? If you're in that. But like, you know, he's happy with someone else, and this could be the mother of his children and stuff like that, and he prefers, well, I mean, it might not be the fact, but you guys might think that he's happy, right? But believe you me, this is not really feeling very happy in this circumstance with these cards. But this card here says that he is happy with someone else, but it isn't. So it could be a fake energy, right? You're hiding the fact that you're happy where you are, but you're not. You're actually being manipulated and you don't understand it. Just making out that you're happy, playing happy families for the children, but really it's a dead-ended. Like, this seems to me that if there is a husband or a wife or even a energy that is of another person, it feels like they're just putting on a brave front just to make out that they're actually happy, but they're actually not. One of them isn't anyway, I don't believe here. Okay, so that seems as if that's fake. Let me just hold these up again. Sorry, I can't do it on the table, but it's not. Yeah, you see, it feels like that they keep trying to work on this, but every time they keep trying to work on it, the same energy keeps happening and happening and happening, and we're needing to put a brave face on this relationship before I actually leave, which might devastate someone at some point, or Debbie. Okay, so just hiding things, you know, making out that everything is fine at home, making out that everything's there, but really it is telling me here that it isn't. Right? So that might be what you don't know. Okay. So spiritually, any other messages for the Divine Feminine spiritually? So this is don't want it if it's not that easy. 2-pack, 3-pack, 4-pack, and none. Okay, so I don't want it if it's not that easy. So working for it. I don't want things just given to me. I want to work for it. That's my motto spiritually, right? Spiritually, when I was doing my channel, I never asked for anyone else's help. Never asked for it. Some people came along, but I never asked for it. Okay, I actually wanted to do it myself. I wanted to build up a business from scratch on my own way, my own method, my own boss. Okay, not copying anybody else's way, just learning my own spiritual calling of what was given to me as a gift. Okay, it's no point trying to have a gift, trying to make another person's gift work for yourself, because I've seen a lot of people try and fail. Okay, because you need to find and define what is meant for you, right? Because it's given to you by a spirit of a gift. So your method of what you use, you need to find what that is yourself, to find the way that you do it. Okay, the way that you do it that makes you different than anybody else, right? Here. So spiritually, this is kind of like, I don't want it if it's going to be that easy. I want to work for this. Okay, I want to learn this my way, my own way. I want to do it my way. Okay, which is good. It is good. So separates me from anyone else. It's just a unique way that I do things. Right? It's what I'm interested in. It's what spirit keeps telling me to do. You know, it's no good Eminem having a fucking calling of being a rapper that he couldn't deny, and the fact that he just kept writing loads of rhymes. So at the end of it, what's he going to do? Pack it in and work in fucking McDonald's? I very much doubt it, right? He wanted to do it his own way. Right, he wanted to learn what he was being told. So, any other messages spiritually? So you've got you're fired, got fired, lost a job. Shit. So this really, I was trying to end things here at the moment. So let's now have a look, because this has got slightly complicated here, Dave. So this is, when I put my air conditioner on, this is relating more to, oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm trying to put my air conditioning on. Got fired, lost a job. Now, this does say got fired, lost a job. This is your work sector. That is where there is a 3. And now there's a decision of what to do and where to go, because I have actually lost a job. And the other part of what I've lost is one of my jobs, or the other job, or the main part of my job, or my main income, the main vein. The thing that feeds me, the hand that rocks the cradle. I lost it, right? Could be a court case or anything like that, but I lost something here. This is actually saying, because I lost an arm, right? An arm and a leg. It costs an arm and a leg in order to fucking survive, and I can't seem to do it, right? So what you've got is that I've lost something, an arm. So I've lost a job here, and I got fired and lost a job. So now I can now concentrate on doing things my own way. But that might be why someone got fired, because they could work for another person and says, no, I don't want to do what you're telling me to do. I want to do it my way. And they say, excuse me, you don't work for yourself, you work for me. I want you to do extra shifts or extra work. And if you're not prepared to do it, then you're fired, right? So because this might be a future reading, be very careful about getting fired from one's job, because this is like, oh, I'm at work and all I can think about is my twat flame, and I'm got my head out the window, and I just want to do things that are spiritual, but I'm not doing them, or I can't do them, and I'm not concentrating much at work, and all I can think about is spiritual stuff. And I want to be a reader, and I might be struggling where I want to be working for myself, but I have to have another job to be able to do it and then do everything else for free. I was down that road, but I had 3 jobs, and trust me, I was paying attention when I was at those jobs, and I was doing this as a 4th job. Not kidding you, right? So be careful about getting fired by not paying attention at work, okay, and finding it really, there might be ADD here, okay, attention deficit disorder, and I find it very difficult to concentrate. But like I said, this could be where you're that emotional, okay, that you've split up, you've argued and everything else, that I'm really not concentrating on my work, and accidents can happen here, especially if you work around fucking machinery or anything like that. Be very careful that something doesn't get ripped off because you're not looking or thinking about what you're doing, or even driving. Some people listen to this when they're driving. Do not watch this when you're driving, please. Okay, just be careful that you don't lose something here, right here, because it is kind of relating to your work sector, but I'm also picking it up where it's connected to the work and money, right? And because this person's stating the fact that they've lost something, this does kind of state that. So be very careful about concentrating and drifting off with the fucking marshmallows whilst you're working, right? So that's the advice that Spirit has got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you smash that like button. This is a free one. If you want your, I might just only do these for a while, because I'm looking to change things up, because the channel isn't doing much good. So I really need your participation. I need you to smash that like button and subscribe if you can, guys. Try to get this video up there and participate as much as you can. Your star signs, if you don't see them here, are over on Patreon. When I finish this, I'll be doing another 2 or 3 readings for Patreon. They are constantly churned out over there, and they are done each week for every star sign, and we do different ones. What's triggering you, what's mirroring you, how do they think, how do they feel, or a general full spread reading, and also the others. So it's all over on Patreon. That is the silver or the gold tier. If you want the teaching videos, about 75 of them, you will need the gold tier, but you also get monthlies and weeklies on both of those tiers. You get monthlies and weeklies. Gold tier is monthlies, weeklies, and teaching. Okay, That is provided below. That is Patreon. The join button is also there for when I channel deceased loved ones, and then I give you personal free tarot card readings, but it isn't free. You have to join to get them, but it's only $2 or $3. And then when I go live, you can ask me whatever you like. I give you a couple of free cards, and then you go about your way and I do someone else. Okay, that's when I go live. That's the join button. It's different than Patreon. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it, and I will catch you next time.